Hey, y'all, how y'all doing? We are about to go live in a few, and we are going to talk with Fool with the Camera. We're going to be talking to him. He is a celebrity video director. He has interviewed your favorite hip hop artists out there. So we're going to be talking to him about his journey. What does media look like, and the video. Um, and entertainment business in the future as we deal into this digital environment. And we're going to talk about him becoming a director and his inspirations. So join us in a few minutes, and we're going to have the one and only Fool with the Camera live in the building on Lush Radio Online. Don't forget to check us out at www.lushradioonline.net. You can check out all the interviews and all the different things that we have going on. Definitely check us out on there and follow us at Lush Radio Online Everything. So it's going down today. And for you up and coming directors, check it out. Maybe you'll get inspired and find out some new things. So yeah, we're going to be talking with Fool with the Camera today on Lush Radio Online. So check in and stay tuned. We'll be back in a second. Also, happy belated Valentine's Day to all of y'all. I hope you enjoyed your Valentine's Day. And even if you didn't have a loved one, maybe you just took yourself out and practice self love. So, self care is an all day, everyday thing. Make sure that we normalize self care for ourselves. Don't forget, we're going to have a Fool with the Camera live in the building, and we're going to be talking to him live from Atlanta. And it's going to be an interesting conversation. So, stay tuned. We'll be live in a few. So just keep locking in, and don't forget to follow us at Lush Radio Online for everything you want to know about Lush Radio Online. And also, if you're interested in getting an interview, don't forget to email us at lushradioonline@gmail.com. All right. So you already know what it is. And don't forget that we have some upcoming interviews. We're going to have Bobby Penn, media consultant. She's coming up this week. We also have the one and only Patrick Chang, who's an actor, who's going to be talking to us about his journey. And then we're going to also have London, who's going to be talking to us about her business. And that's all coming soon. And shout out to everybody that's making Black history every single day. Black History Month. And we also have a Black History Month Poetry Slam coming up on the 21st. Check it out. And tonight on Clubhouse, check us out because we're going to be doing the Purpose Journey with me and Mahogany B. Check us out. You already know what it is. Stay tuned. We'll have the Fool with the camera in a few minutes, okay?
Yo, 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 yo.
Can't see your camera.
You can see me now?
This isn't Jordan. Who is this?
Oh,
This
nah.
is.
I just joined the link.
Oh no, no, you're not supposed to join the link. It's only him that's supposed to join the link.
Okay.
Yeah. The link that's supposed to be the link for him to actually for you to listen to is on IG to go on live on YouTube. This is for him to join on.
Okay.
Okay. And who are you again?
I shoot videos too.
Okay.
But now
Yeah.
he had posted a link to his story.
Yeah, that he gave you the wrong link. That was the link for him.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
Okay. I'll send him the link for this. Okay. All
Okay.
right. Thank you. Yes. Hey people, we'll have Fool with the camera in a few minutes. He's going to be logging on, trying to take care of some stuff. But we're about to have him live on the show with us in a few minutes. So yeah, don't forget to tune in. And if you didn't catch the live one, we'll actually have it on the website www.lushradioonline.net, and we'll get some snippets that'll be on the IG. So definitely follow Fool with the camera on IG, and we'll be live in a second with him. Okay, so stay tuned. All right, all right, all right. About to get started.
I done sent everybody the wrong link.
We're gonna have everybody we're gonna have Fool with the camera live in the building in a few minutes. You can log on and you can watch live on Facebook live, and then you'll get a snippet on IG, and it's live right now on YouTube. If you're tuning in through YouTube, and we're also have it on www.lushradioonline.net. So we're going to have the man of the hour, the one and only celebrity video director. He is an artist, a creative, and he's doing amazing things. And he is Black History, making Black history, doing what he does. And we're going to bring him live with us on the show in a second. Um, Here you are. Hey, hey, hey.
What it do? What's up, Lush? How you?
How you doing?
Your camera popping. My shit blurry. Hold up. So my shit got a little, you know what I'm saying? What's up? How you?
Oh, it's a pleasure to have you. You family. We love you. Here at Lush Radio Online. First and foremost, what inspired you to get into filming? We've worked together. When you were younger, through your different transitions. But what sparked that, thing that say I'm going to just go ahead and go to Atlanta and just take it to the next level?
One just wanted more, feeling like I had to do more. Because well, for those that don't know, just how serious Washington D.C. is, and especially if you are an aspiring whatever you are, whether it be director, DJ, graphic designer, whatever. And I just knew that what I wanted to accomplish, like I had to expand. I had to go where other resources were. It's not that I thought that my only thought was, it wasn't gonna work in DC. No, I just knew that I didn't have enough resources there to accomplish what I wanted to, get. And y'all just like, man, at that time, this was before really everybody really started coming out here. I mean, people been coming to Atlanta, but like from my area, it wasn't a lot of DC people out here. Like I was like out here and like probably one other person, two other people at most. You know what I'm saying, at that time. So yeah, it just was like, man, I gotta go, bro. Like I gotta make this shit happen. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it was.
Definitely. We've I've known you for like several years. So
Yeah.
knowing you from when he first was you started when you were doing, your artistry as an artist and transitioning, doing producing and then shooting and everything. And then, going down there and shooting the big names out there in Atlanta. So I've seen your growth. So I'm so proud of you,
I appreciate it.
growing and
I see
doing your
everybody. My bad.
you said I'm so proud of your growth, and through your journey you've learned a lot, because it wasn't easy for you. It wasn't easy for you, growing up, with your family and everything, coming out from the Southeast area, and and I always told you in the beginning. I said, one thing I can say about you is that he's always had an ear for music, right? So becoming a film director or shooting, being able to have that ear, I think you've always had that. You always had that vision of what you want things to look like. When you're shooting and stuff like that, what is your main thing, for you that inspires you when you shoot or you deal with different artists?
The first thing I would say is comfortability. My main priority is making sure that the artists are comfortable first, because and my crew, because without comfortability, shit could get a little, tense. I could be on my crew side, the artist side, and the artists 9 out of 10 they have an entourage. So my main priority one is making sure that my client is comfortable and they feel like a star. Like if I can be independent artist or the artist that's already big and popular. So I treat everybody the same. So that first, and then the second thing is just making sure that I can just focus on the vision. Because a lot of people don't understand us as directors. Like, not only are we directors on set, but we're managers of production. We even if we have our DPs there and our producers, you can have everybody in position to fulfill every position on set. But you as a director are still like you overseeing everything. You want to make sure everything runs accordingly, because you always run into some type of problem. That's just how it goes. But we're managers of the whole set, so we're responsible for about 30 plus people at one time. And whether that be the artist's old uncle that want to come in and be a part-time director, whether it be a kid in there, we responsible for everybody. So I don't think people understand the level of balance it takes to really truly be a director and on a full production, and that's what separates a lot of people, because they don't know. Some people think it's just about holding the camera and all that. Man, you get to a point where you don't hold the camera anymore. And you have to be able to communicate. That's the main thing. You have to learn how to be you got the person learn how to communicate, because without that, man, shit is gonna be running. Somebody else gonna have to step up, and you don't want it to be somebody on the artist side. So now we're going over budget and all type of stuff. You feel?
Exactly. I mean, it's a whole bunch of project management. At the end of the day, you have to stay within the budget, stay within the deadline, and everybody sees the glitz and the glam, but they don't know all the horror stories and the things that go on in the back.
You don't know. You gotta come home and be like, "Whoo!" You know what I'm saying? It'd be like this sometimes, not all the time. A lot of times, cool, but especially when you start working with them labels. One, they send what you call the video commission. But basically the video commissioner is the representative of basically, they like the project manager in a way. 9 out of 10, they like the A&R of the video, so they might have got me for the job. Well, this depends. But man, you just better pray that commissioner is cool, because a lot of them is trying to make your job harder than what it got to be, unnecessarily, like doing unnecessary shit. I ain't gonna lie, but that's why you gotta take yourself outside of your personal self, because it's all business, and you can't react from a personal standpoint when you on set, because it's not about you. I'm being real with you. It's not about us. Like
Definitely.
we there to get the job done. That's it. And I'm trying to go home. You know what I'm saying? So,
Definitely. And I call him the modern day Hype Williams in a sense, because of like the visual way that he takes the direction of the client. Because most of the clients, even with any industry we're dealing with, most of them don't really know. They know what they want, but they really
yeah,
don't know what they
yeah,
want. So you have to craft
exactly,
the vision for them.
exactly.
How does that process? Can you kind of dip into like how does that process go?
Well, the first thing we do is it's the treatment process. Before there's a camera involved, a date set, anything, I have to prepare a treatment. And I don't know about everybody else, but I still do my treatments today. And I have a guy who I work with closely that we work on them together just to make it make sense faster. Especially if we got a lot of them coming in at one time. It's the treatment process first. And to me, that's the best part, because like that's when I get to put my ear to the music, and usually I'm always by myself when I'm thinking of an idea for the record, just so I can just focus on, the overall, objective of the video. And once that's sent, after that, you just like this, what I'm saying? Man, I fuck with that vision now, though. It's how you respond, you know what I'm saying? So, but and then again, they might like it, they might not, but never let that discourage you, because I ain't gonna lie. What didn't work for one person, I gave it to somebody else. It's like a beat as a producer. Exactly. I might be in Jay-Z. He might not like this beat, but I might take this to what I'm saying, Rick Ross, and he be like, that's the one. You know what I'm saying? So don't get discouraged, because they ain't always like I ain't 10 for 10 for treatments. I'm about 8 and 10, but that just comes with understanding the artist too. So my advice would be paying attention and learning the artist you writing a treatment for, to know what kind of fits their personality in a way. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the first process, and then after that, I ain't gonna lie, it's pretty much just fulfilling the vision.
Definitely. And I think a good aspect that I like is the fact that you can pull from the different aspects that you learn through your journey, like learning from producing, learning from shooting, learning from all those different aspects, to pull that in to kind of understand the artist and where they're trying to go with their treatment. Right. And, he's worked with, Bootsy, he's worked with so many different people. This is him behind the camera. And, starting off with shooting and then moving into him actually, kind of just more of directing. And I remember, working him when he was younger. This is us back in the day.
Let me see that joint.
That's back in the day when we was younger.
I was young as hell. Look at my face.
Throwback, you know what I'm saying? But, you've grown and, you're doing so many things. What do you feel is your biggest highlight through your journey?
Biggest highlight? Inspiring people. Like, that'd be the craziest thing, because when people write you or comment and be like, bro, like, you really inspired me. You the reason I wanted to keep going, or you the reason that I want to, do better, or whoop-de-whoop. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the best part about this, because that's when you understand that you building a legacy. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you got supporters, you got fans, you got stuff like that. But when people appreciate what you do, like your character on top of what you're doing, that's different. And that's I had to understand that's a gift. Everybody not blessed with that. You know what I mean? And some people use it for good, some people use it for bad, because it brings a certain power. You understand what I'm saying? And everybody don't always use it for good, but my highlight would be those people in, a small town that I've never been in. You know what I'm saying? Or ever came close to. They be like, yeah, man, I watch you all the time. Or that person that say, oh, I've been following you, bro. I'm proud of you. Like, that's what make me feel good. Because sometimes, like, we get in our slumps with this. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I be like, man, look, bro, I'm done with this shit. because it be stressful sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You run into certain because we human beings at the end of the day, you know, and we all just trying to take it day by day and manage. You know what I mean? And sometimes I don't got good days. You know, I go days sometimes where I get very anti. I lock myself in my studio room, and I be having to shake whatever the bullshit is on my, like the monkey on my back. I be having to get it off because you know you got certain fears and certain, you know, things that play tricks on you sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Play tricks on you sometimes, and you be sitting here like, dang, like you be happy. I was just happy Monday. It's Thursday. I feel like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just that's what inspired me though. That's the highlights because it inspires me to inspire others. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. I mean, you've always had the gift. It's just, believing in yourself and, people believing in you and what you had the potential to do already that God had blessed you with already. You already had the talent. When we're talking about that, that was interesting. You said that, in this industry, it is up and down. It's crazy. People see the glitz and glam like we talked about, but they don't know the behind the scenes and where you go through your journey to get to where you are. So let's talk about how important is this self-care and just mental wellness in this industry for you?
Man, I had to learn that the hard way. I'm not gonna lie. Like, because we come in the game and we think like, man, going hard. I ain't gonna sleep. I ain't gonna do nothing. I'm just gonna do 24/7 this. And of course, when you first coming in, shit, you need to be a workaholic because it's 1,000 other people with that same mentality. And it's like it's like you a sperm trying to reach the egg. One of y'all ass gonna get there.
Yeah.
But like self-care is so important, dog, because you gotta understand, like you been trying, you're becoming a business person, but at the same time you got personal life. You know what I'm saying? And I had noticed that I was kind of losing certain relationships with some of my close people due to my lack of communication with them. You know what I'm saying? Because people always gonna just speculate what they think going on. They not in your body to know how you feeling or what's going on. So I was losing certain relationships with my close partners. I wasn't getting enough rest. So I would be getting sick because when you don't get no sleep and shit, your immune system start getting a little weak.
Mm-hmm.
The weather's cold and all that. I wasn't getting no rest, and I felt myself just, it was no different than me working a job because I was saving myself and wasn't taking care of myself. Because I just was like, look, I just gotta keep going. I'm trying to do this, the A, B, C, and D. But now I go to sleep. You know what I mean? Now I set certain deadlines where I'll be like, look, man, I'm resting today. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, because I have the bias. It's about balance. You know what I mean? You want to, you keep your sanity because this shit, dog.
It's real. It's real.
And it ain't no rule book. There's no guy. I mean, even though people make books and all that, shout out to them, but there's no, in my opinion, there's no step-to-step handbook or rule book on how to make it in this industry.
Definitely.
Not a particular way. What works for somebody ain't gonna work for you.
Exactly.
Certain blueprints, but you always got to put your own tweak on it. So self-care is important, and us as black men, we don't really, and in our black communities, we don't really, prioritize that. Like, we don't talk about self-care and mental health. Like if you depressed and all that, we growing up, they tell you that was you got to be some rich white kid or something that go through depression and anxiety. Like, when no, bro, we go through that shit too. It's a human thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not another thing. And I think we need to have more dialogue and conversation on us. Just understand how important self-care and mental health is, no matter what you do.
Definitely. And that's real talk. Definitely important and stuff. And then, how was your transition, coming from, the DMV area to Atlanta? One thing I can say, though, about Atlanta, though, I don't care if people don't rock with each other, man. They still come out and support each other. That's
one thing about it is, man, they might not even like each other, but they can put a play together and get some money. You know what I'm saying? And don't think everybody out here like each other. I ain't gonna lie, a lot of them don't. But like I said, if it makes sense, it makes sense.
It makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it don't take nothing to send a verse over.
Now, especially with everything with that's digital too, in this digital climate, how would you adjusting and stuff now with this? Even though Atlanta is wide open right now, what I'm saying, they wide open.
Get Corona exists. I'm just like, people look at the page for having a mask on. You be like, this niggas is dying. Right. What are you talking about? Like, niggas is dying on this shit.
Oh my god.
That shit real.
Yeah. So I mean, with Atlanta being open, and we're in a digital community, which we were already, technology. They already planned for this to happen anyway. We were already going to step into. Where do you see in the near future with this digital community with videos? How do you feel any type of like integration with augmented reality or virtual reality and stuff like that when it comes to videos in the future?
I feel like technology is definitely going to evolve. It's exciting but scary at the same time. You don't know who's gonna really be affected on the good side or the bad side. Just think about how like Blockbuster, for example. Exactly. Shit, I remember going to go back try to buy a movie at Blockbuster. Now I don't need you no more, Blockbuster. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's exciting, but at the same time, they might have some shit where robots will be out this motherfucking shooting shit. I ain't no telling. We don't know yet.
Exactly. It's real
the show, but that's why you just gotta always pay attention and try to keep up with what's going on.
Well, as a videographer and a director, I know equipment is a big thing. Constantly trying to update your equipment. Do you find yourself having to update like every year, every other year? How does it look for you?
I break it down depending on in like different sections. So I always try to, which a lot of people don't agree with me when I say this. I had this conversation probably a couple days ago. I always try to some degree, keep the latest. In a way, because I don't try to feel like I got to keep up with what's going on, because that's not necessarily the case. It just depends on you as a person. Because I know some people that shoot with this and they look better than the new thing, or vice versa. On you. I try to keep things fairly up to date. Just because at the end of the day, business-wise, there's demand for certain things, in business, that's just big. So you gotta be on point. But me personally, like I feel like every year or two, you deserve, you should always constantly be investing in yourself. But like every year or two, part of your business and your earnings should definitely go back in your business and upgrading what you got going on. So.
Definitely. That's definitely good advice. For young and upcoming entrepreneurs that are interested to get into the field, what are your top 3 things when it comes to advice for them?
First, have a plan, a strategic plan on how you want to fulfill whatever it is that you want to do. Realistically, write a plan, don't just don't just think freestyle and gonna get it, because you got to be strategic out here. 2, understand patience, because one week might not go how you wanted to go, and then the next week is moving faster than you could think. So be prepared, but have patience and understand that, things work how it's supposed to, And 3rd, be original. Be original. Because without that, you're only as good as whatever it is you're doing is current. You understand what I'm saying? But when you have your own, like, whether it be style or, preference and type of style of shooting you like to do, like, be original. Because shoot, if you trying to just do one way that's just working for everybody right now, when that's over, what you gonna do then?
Exactly.
So that's why one thing I always try to maintain is just my style of choice, like, and just do me, because shoot, man, times change every month. Like, it's so much music and stuff coming out that if you just chasing waves, then my boy, you gonna drown. You know what I'm saying?
How do you even keep up? It's like every song, every second.
You don't keep up. You gotta just do you. Like, and you know what I mean? It's too much. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Because I already know it's crazy for us over here on the radio media side, but I know it had to be crazy for y'all with the different artists coming out. Now, for the artists that try to come out, like some advice for them, the artists that want to come to you as a director, what are some things they should already have set and planned before they even come to you?
Your budget.
Mm.
Because, and what I mean by that, it ain't about money. It's about being able to be ready to fulfill what you like, bring to life what you want to do. Because I can only do half of that. You understand what I'm saying? But I think people need to understand that it's not me just coming up with no camera and just by myself trying to. You saying you want to jump out the helicopter, then you want 2 horses to come pick you up. Then I want to go swim off in the ocean. Like, bro, are you ready for that? You feel me? So that first, second too, like come with some trust, because it's a relationship. It's like a relationship, for that 6 hours or however how many hours of us shooting with each other, we gotta be like flawless with each other. Like we need to be in a committed relationship for so we could get this done. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't work with just one person being available and the other person being unavailable. It's crazy because I actually had a situation where I ran into that it was like that, and that never happened to me. Like the artist was just totally just unavailable, just like he ain't want to be at his own video, and I'm like,
wow,
bro, like what's wrong with you? Like I cancel everything. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't work like this. But long story short, yeah, be come with like if you choose me. Come with me with trust. Don't come at me and still try to like don't let me do my job. That ain't gonna work. I'll send you money back.
Trying to micromanage you and stuff, huh?
Yeah, don't work like that.
Definitely.
Not for me.
Definitely.
You hiring me. Let me do my job.
Definitely. So yeah, like I mean, you're doing amazing work. You're growing. Let's talk about, congratulations on fatherhood. How was that? How has that like changed your perspective? Becoming a father.
Yeah, it changed everything because it's like seeing yourself being born, especially being a little boy. So it's like me get to look at myself in third person or something, and knowing that okay, dang, I got all this stuff I know now. I need to, hey, don't go that way, go this way. You know what I'm saying? Like it's almost like you get a superpower or something, and it's like I get to lead him and direct him to not. They human, so we gotta understand. He gonna make his own choices. That's just part of it. But I can be of a great assistance in helping him avoid a lot of bullshit. Necessarily for his overall success, just as a human. And this is a great thing. Like I mean, man, I'm in love with it. I ain't gonna lie. Like I be waking up and be forgetting. I'm a vibe. That shit crazy.
I know you just said that. I know with babies, sometimes you just sniff them. You like that new baby smell and just looking at them.
I be playing with him, sniffing his neck. Like, what is happening to me, dog?
The stuff kids make you do, I swear. Yeah. But it's a blessing, I'm grateful, to just see your journey, to see you grow. And I know it's even bigger and better things, but what I've always told you, I'm ready for you to go ahead and send that Netflix movie. I'm ready for you to do that movie.
Like I'm a person that believes in timing. For my personal self.
Yes.
So I put out a short film. Narco. We dropped it last December. My first individual project outside. Man, like I was intimidated, to do it because, that film world is totally different in a way. Some of the same foundation is there, of course, but it's different. It's different terms.
Yes.
It's a different structure and format. It ain't like just write a treatment and we just go shoot it.
Yeah.
Script supervisor. I had to, do a lot of stuff I wasn't experienced with. So it was intimidating, but I got it done for sure. And it came out dope. Now that I have that experience, I know that now, all right, it's time for me to really go. And once that was complete, it gave me a feeling that no video ever gave me. Because I project. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I was proud of myself. I'll be proud of myself, don't get me wrong, but I I was proud of myself because something that challenged me so much. Like, it wasn't no joke. Like for them, when we shot for 3 days, but man, it was so like when we had to be on set. Like it was a schedule. You know what I'm saying? For 3 days straight, and everything had to be on schedule as much as possible. So we had to be on set at like 8 a.m., which is not a problem. But it was like we shooting for like from like 8 a.m. to like 2 a.m. And I was like, yo, this is real. But I had to humble myself and realize that there's some people out here shooting movies for a year straight. Like they shooting it for like 6 months at a time. Like they filming for like a year straight. And I'm like, man, this what this what it's about to come to in a minute. So I'm definitely ready for that. I'm in the pre-production process right now of my show that I'm working on. And yeah, like I ain't gonna lie, I know that once it get out and do exactly what it's supposed to do, I know it's gonna change my life and everybody around me, and like I said, it's all about timing. I wasn't ready yet to start shooting that because I feel like I didn't have enough experience of understanding the film yet. I wanted to get I'm a student. You understand what I'm saying? And we all students. So I wasn't all the way deep in the course study yet to feel like it was time for me to start working on my own project. But now, yeah, it's up. I ain't gonna lie. It's up now. For sure.
Definitely in the documentary and all these different things that you're doing, people, some people see, they know you from being behind the scenes, but to see you up close, to understand your journey, your story, changing people's lives and say that, I've been through like the worst of my life, but I can still make it. You can still make it. And your past is not all of your story. You can create your future.
Yeah, because it's very important. It's very important that you understand that just because you were kind of like born, we can't choose what we born into. Right? We don't choose our parents. We don't choose the environment that our parents bring us in. But what we can choose is understand that if you are born with a certain disadvantage, that it's not over. It's not over. That it's gonna take some big boy shoes and pants to change your own life outside of what was given to you. Like what you was born in. Once you understand that, can't nobody stop you. You're gonna be unstoppable. You're gonna be unstoppable because in life you beat life. You beat life. And a wise man knows nothing. I'm not saying you're gonna know everything, but one thing about it, once you understand that, especially I'm talking to those that are coming from where I come from. You know what I mean? Like once you understand that you have the power to change everything that bothers you, like you're gonna be limitless. Can't nobody stop you after that. And life gonna be so fluid. It's like water.
Exactly.
It's like water, and it just really comes down to the vision you have and the life you create for yourself. And that's why I don't really have no time for no excuses. Some people just be making excuses all day.
Facts all day long. If you want to get it, you can go out and get it. There's nothing blocking you from getting what is chosen for you out there, and what's meant for you is meant for you. And he is definitely, a testimony of that, and he continues to grow. He is Black History. This is Black History Month, and he continues to create. We're definitely proud of you. Continue to grow, continue to do your thing. And, you're always home here, And
yeah, yeah. So for y'all that want to know, Lush is the first one that introduced me to Final Cut and all that. This, you know what I'm saying? Without Shawty, I probably wouldn't. I'll be real with you. I probably never would have been doing this. And that's real shit. I ain't gonna lie, real shit.
He just be doing that. Want me to start crying on this thing right now?
That's real. That's real, man. That's real. And God got a way of working everything out. Because you got to think about, we ain't talked in years. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I wouldn't even got a glimpse at that time of because I just remember being there and how natural it was coming to me. And I had never worked on that shit ever in my life. But just if I wouldn't have never got a glimpse of that just a little bit, I'd be asking myself, I asked myself this plenty of times over this course of this whole journey, like, damn, would I even be doing what I'm doing? You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think about it. I didn't have that aspiration. It wasn't like, man, if you'd have told me, look, this is what I'd be, man, I would have looked at you like, man, I'm not about to be no fucking cameraman. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a stigma on it. It was like, nah, bro, you got to be a nerd or something to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because all you do is sit on the computer all day, then go shoot, and come back and sit on the computer. You couldn't tell me I was about to be doing that. But that wasn't the case. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the case. And to be one of the first ones, and reason why, and when I say this, because I want to be very clear, you know, because a lot of people might misinterpret what I'm saying. Because I'm not the first person out of my city to be shooting videos. No, it's a lot of people that came before me. But to be one of the first ones out of the inner city, like I ain't talking about, you know, you moved to DC and you from New York, or you stayed out in Glen Arden or Glen Burnie all your life. I'm talking about being an inner city DC kid. You know what I'm saying? Born and raised. Like, man, ain't nothing give me more satisfaction than that. To be able to break barriers down and break doors down that people didn't think was possible.
No, you did. And you accomplished a lot of things for even your generation through your family. You accomplished so much.
Yeah.
So,
And I'm not just music. You know, I'm teaching people how to understand that, bro, just because we black and young, we could be homeowners. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Like, I'm teaching people about the values of how to, you know, bro, we gotta be family oriented. Like, you know, family, everything. You know, like it's like breaking curses along with this journey, bro. It's bigger than rap. God didn't give me this platform for just to be a director. I'm being real with you. He didn't. And I feel that in my heart. That's why I gotta use it to you know, use it for the right reasons. You know
No, it's just definitely you're definitely destined to do even stuff bigger than self, you know, and I think, you know, you have grown, you have shown the world what you can do, you know, and you know, sometimes, you know, people don't even understand the gift that you got. I think they only getting a little bit of taste of it. But
they ain't gonna get it until we put this movie out. They ain't gonna get it. And that's why I'm glad that topic came up, because I feel like everybody won't really know my real talent until I put my movie out. They don't know yet. So I still feel like I'm holding the best kept secret. You feel me? Like, they like, oh, boy, I like that video. I'm like, man, y'all need to wait. I'm about to kill y'all last minute. You feel me? But I'm grateful though, and I'm humble though.
that, well, I'm grateful to you. I'm proud of you. I'm always going to be proud of you, no matter what you do. And I just want to let everybody know that, like, there's so many different layers to him. And when you really get to know him, you'll see the genius that truly is him and his vision, his creativity. So stay tuned for that movie. I'm telling you, you're going to get smacked in the face with talent. When you know, you already see the amazing stuff he already does with the music videos, but wait till you see that. And his story is amazing, and he's creating every day, inspiring people every day. And we salute you, King, for doing what you do.
Appreciate it. I appreciate you, Lush, for sure. Appreciate
Definitely, definitely. And can you tell everybody how to find you on social?
Food with the camera, everything, man. I just got logged back in my Facebook after 7 years, you know what I'm saying? But you know, follow me on that, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, food with the camera, with the, I spell it corporate, you know, you gotta get the corporate money.
Yes.
And yeah, everywhere, that's everywhere.
Exactly. It's trademarked. Make sure you follow him everywhere. Support him. Remember that, you know, in the Jewish community, the dollar rotates so many times in the community. Make sure we're rotating it around. It's Black History Month. Support small businesses. Support those who are definitely creating visions and putting out the talent that you definitely need in your life. So we salute you. Full with the camera. Follow him on IG. You already know what it is. It's your girl, Lushy Lush. Don't forget to log on to www.lushradioonline.net. It's Googleable. Follow us. You already know what it is. You'll check out what's on live, and then we also have it live on YouTube, and you'll also see it on the website. So you just officially got stamped. Life may throw you a curveball, but you're in charge of the direction it goes. Peace.
Peace.